body. So this week's topic of meditation is called mindfulness feeling. Because we feel in this body, we feel pleasure, we feel pain, we feel emptiness, we feel boredom, we feel loneliness, we feel joy, we feel gratitude, we feel all sorts of things. So it's because we have a body in which our spirit is resident and they're alive at the moment. So the feeling. So today's topic is mindfulness feeling. So after you have done the your first part of the meditation and scanning the body as you have, you're actually learning to work yourself mindfully with the body. There's a lot of emotions are trapped in the body. There's repressed feelings and emotions, fears and hopes and attachment and addictions. Once you sit like that, they may register as a pain or discomfort, but these are pain and discomfort. We don't want them to stay in there. We rather feel them in this meditation and not have them later. Temporarily being able to tolerate that will increase your skill to have a greater tolerance and skillfulness in life. So this makes it crucial for you to be able to do the mindfulness of feeling. So this mindfulness feeling is a mindfulness of breathing. Yeah? So that's very important because body and breath are so connected. And how well you are, you go to a doctor, they'll straight away listen to your breath. And they can tell what's your body up to. So usually we don't know why we are breathing that way. we didn't know we could moderate the breath to allow the body to be not badly affected by the kind of breath we have. Now this meditation will help you to do that. This is called mindfulness breathing, generally speaking, but this first topic we will cover today is called qualified breathing, meaning breath has inhalation phase and retention phase and then exhalation phase. Most people will say the inhalation and inhale and exhale. They wouldn't call the middle phase, which is actually the assimilation phase. The breath that has gone into your lungs does go and oxygenate, go and circulate to the whole body, and then it breathes out. So what your purpose here is to do the things, mindfulness of breathing. Firstly, the mindfully inhale, yeah. So that's mindfulness of doing the inhalation. And then second is mindful knowing what are you inhaling, we at least know we are inhaling oxygen. You're allowed to take other good things with it. You're allowed to inhale love, peace, joy, gratitude, whatever. You don't just inhale empty oxygen. Only mere oxygen wouldn't survive you. We need love, we need courage, we need gratitude, we need peace, we need courage, we need contentment, we need friendship. You have them, but if we don't acknowledge them, how do we feel them? Yeah. So therefore, when you're mindfully in doing the inhalation, like a conveyor belt. The inhalation is the conveyor belt, but you got to put something on the conveyor belt. Otherwise, why waste the energy? Something. So you got to, each time you inhale, you got to put something good in the incoming breath. Okay? Each time you can inhale love, peace, kindness of your mother. Lots of people don't realize how kind their mother is, how special that person is. Or father, or whatever it is, anybody, or things that you have, or freedom we enjoy in Australia, beautiful air we breathe for. we actually have very good oxygen in Australia, unpolluted. You don't have to wear masks. So that's mindfulness of knowingly inhaling while doing the inhalation. So, and then third one is mindfulness of seeing. You got to see what is that love or peace in the oxygen. You should think of that as a white light, white
healing light, healing light, healing oxygen comes, It's not just love, but it heals you. It will change you. It will modify you. It will shift you. You should therefore imagine. They say seeing is believing. You've got to say, I saw it. I breathe well. Meditation means being present, yeah? You are doing is what you are presenting to yourself. When we are not mindful, people are inhaling sadness, inhaling hurt, inhaling anger, inhaling resentment. They're thinking resentment and they're inhaling it. It's amazing what it's doing down the body. So we want to prevent that all and see that white healing light. That's mindful of seeing. Fourth one is mindfulness of feeling. You should feel inspired by doing all of the above. And then I call all that is qualified inhalation. Yeah. You can give 5 out of 5 for that. If you did all well, you can tick the box. You can say, oh, I wasn't there. I will do this again. Come on. Can I have a retry? And you will find that. Next time you didn't do well, you want to do next one more carefully. And so here the technique is you time it during the time when you inhale. You don't make it long. You don't try to make it long. That's not the purpose. Purpose is stay present during that. You've got to catch the train when it arrives. What do you time during the inhalation? The doing of it, the knowing of it, seeing of it, feeling of it. All simultaneously. Doing is physical, knowing is intellectual, yeah? And seeing is cognitive, and feeling is emotional. You are rewiring whole your brain and causing them to engage and activate, transmit positive neurons, and therefore circulate them through your body and change your whole psychophysical person by every single round of breath. And you've got to do all of this, knowing, all of this, seeing, all of this, and feeling this while you're doing the inhalation. Second thing you do is retain. I call this retain because word retain makes people feel they have to control. It's not the control. It's actually assimilating. Assimilating means distributing. You're distributing the oxygen, isn't it? Your oxygen goes into your lung, and it goes into the bloodstreams and spread, isn't it? If you're to watch, you can see it happening. Yeah. So you consciously, mindfully distribute the oxygen, and then know that it spread everywhere, it touches everywhere, it straightens places. Your nervous centers, some are really clogged or bent or squashed. Some places are inflamed. Imagine the bloodstream is reaching those places like a jet of energy, reaching those places and therefore opening them up, okay? So that's what you should know. It's actually happening, even if you don't know. This is magical body. It's actually happening. Just question is how much we mentally assist it. So just follow that inhale breath, what it does. If you were to follow the inhale breath, where it goes, how far it goes in before it comes back. So as you do that, so the mindfulness of qualified retention is when you consciously distribute the oxygen in your lungs. That's the mindful doing. Mindful knowing is now the oxygen goes in the bloodstreams. It soothes and it comforts. It relaxes. It therefore internally massages. If you believe in massaging, you should have internal massage. They're free. And third thing is mindful of seeing. Seeing is you should see red color because everybody's blood is pretty red. It just reddens your whole nervous system, okay? Your whole blood circulation is reddens, means it makes it healthy, it restores, it revitalizes. So here you're going to think, you're going to do, you're going to feel, that can actually improve your fluids in the body. So we should moisturize within our mind. Okay, so liquefy your mind. You can liquefy the good qualities by allowing you've got to imagine, you've got to see, you've got to believe. Say inhale, do inhalation, know what you're inhaling, say love,
see white light, and feel inspired. And then when you circulate that into the blood, then do the spreading of that through your body. Yeah? Do mindfully. Know it reaches and comforts and relaxes the body. And it reddens your whole energy and revitalizes. And then you feel completely rejuvenated. Yeah. So that's the qualified inhalation and qualified retention. And the third one is qualified exhalation. So this also is mindful of doing is you exhale. Exhale, it's called. Means expel. What have you got things to expel? You know, what you have to know what you're expelling. Yeah? There are bad thoughts in our mind. There are bad feelings. There are ill wills. There are bad perceptions. Completely wrong opinions. We still believe in them. We realize they're bad, but we're still holding those bad views. We're still resenting a tiny issue and making them bigger and bigger over the days. That's hurting us. That's stressing us. So you consciously exhale the breath. Yeah? When you do the exhalation mindfully, know I'm going to exhale hate or anger about this issue, about ill will, maybe physical pains. You have illness. You just breathe that illness out. Maybe some are just beliefs. You believe somebody harmed you, even though they've been giving everything they have. But still we think they're controlling our life. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And this just exhale those bad thoughts. So what I call this, mindfully exhale, know what you exhale. Yeah, not just carbon. We are exhaling carbon dioxide, but a bit more than carbon. Your garbage, your bad thoughts, your ill will, your anger, your resentment, your doubt, your anxiety, your suspicion. All of those, just breathe, believe in you. You don't even have to believe. If you did it, it will work. It's not like believing someone and someone praying for you. This is better than prayer, I tell you. That's why in Buddhism we do this kind of meditation more than prayer. The real thing that works is what you do. You should do. Let go of the anger. Let go of the little argument you had. Let go of this wrong view that you are right and they are wrong. Let go of the wrong view that you're some kind of victim or nobody cared for you. This is not right. Just breathe those out. So exhale knowingly. You have to be pretty organized. Next time before meditation, I can see people getting organized. I'm going to breathe all these things, right? A, B, C, D. How many exhalations I have? Oh, 21 down. Oh, I got 30 to exhale. Oh, I got to give more time. Yes. You're allowed to do more than once, by the way, just in case it didn't got rid of entirely. Then you become very organized. Then you can see meditation is, you can see the logic, how it works. Psychologically, you can see how suffering can be uncaused and happiness could be caused. You can see the cause and effect in action, your unconscious action. So exhale, consciously breathe out, know what you're breathing out. A word, linguistically very clever, you got to have the right word. Yeah. You can write them down, few things. Oh, these few things I need to exhale. They could be feeling, they could be emotion, they could be views, they could be opinions, they could be prejudices, they could be some kind of wrong views, some stories people told you. They're not correct. So you organize yourself and then breathe out. So mindful of knowing what to exhale, yeah? Then the third one is mindful of seeing, is when you exhale, you should see dark energy coming out with outgoing breath. You're allowed to. And you got to let go. Don't keep it there. Don't keep the feeling ill will or sad or hurt. Just let go. You know, holding is like this. You know, letting go is like this. Choose whichever is comfortable. Like this is very uncomfortable, especially if you have long fingernails. And like this is very nice. So breathe out. And then the last one is mindful feeling. Feel as you exhale, relieved. Yeah? Feel relieved.
feel restored, feel changed, feel liberated. So that's all. That's the main thing tonight's lesson is that you learn to stay present in inhaling, in retaining, and don't retain long, you do it only when it's uncomfortable, and then breathe out. So you got to mentally say in, hold, out. So mentally learn to say that, and then do inhalation when you do in, and know what you're inhaling. See the white light. Yeah, feel inspired. In is also inspired, so easier to remember. In inhalation, inspiration. It should be the end. It should be the outcome of it. And then when you're distributing the breath, which is you're holding the breath. When you're holding the breath, you hold the breath, and then you can use the joy spread to the body. Joy spread to the body as a result of the respiration. Yeah, because holding is respiration. The respiration just distribute everything, and the joy touches, various cells in the body. Your skin glows. Your skin glows as a result of, because red energy has been completely circulated, and then you feel completely restored and rejuvenated. Yeah, and then you exhale, you breathe out. Dark light comes out, dark energy goes with oxygen, or the carbon, and then feel relieved. Means it's no longer there in you. So you do that with each round, okay? You do that each round. Your round are not very long. Roughly about, I would say about 10 seconds. If you do between 10 to 12 seconds, you should be able to go one round. Inhalation, holding, and exhalation. After every 6-7 rounds finish, then take a mini break. Then you might check the posture, because the back might have gone a bit slouched, or your chin may have become a little bit dropped, or your jaw may have gone flat, like this, and then very uncomfortable. Or the eyes become not so calm and peaceful. You go a little bit drowsy and sleepy. So blink your eyes during the mini break. You don't necessarily blink the eyes for the sake of it, but just in case your eyes are losing a little bit of the clarity, then after that mini break, then you got another round of the half a dozen or more rounds of the qualified round breathing. Okay, and then do another mini break. Even if you're going very well, feels like you can do 10 rounds. Don't be greedy, You can always do more, but just take a mini break, because you can get carried away and become very, very rigid. You can lose your posture, and all of a sudden you're not really doing very well. So you got to feel the benefit. Each round's a benefit. If you're becoming very tense, you're not mindful. The body is becoming tense. So while you're doing breathing, you got to see what's the immediate effect of the body. It is softening you. It is becoming more gentle. Your eyes are tame. Your face is happy. You're very, very focused. You're very present. And that is mindfulness. Basically, you're trying to become very focused to follow your breath. Yeah, not by any sound or objects or thoughts, but simply being able to recognize your breath and its activities. Because if you know how to breathe mindfully, you shall find not only in meditation, but wherever you happen to have couple of moments, I don't know when you don't have couple of moments, you can always do that. And any thoughts or things that are happening in your day is bothering you, just breathe them out. Just breathe what is the antidote, and wash them away, that they don't stay in your system or in the mind. What you have to attend practically, for sure, but don't let those things out there bother you. And you have a system of how to modify, how to mindfully practice wellness every moment. You're waiting for someone, don't be anxious they're late, just sit there and do a couple of rounds, and you wouldn't know they have arrived. Slowly. And most important purpose of this meditation is mindfulness feeling. This will empower you so that you don't hold bad feelings. You don't create bad feelings, let alone holding them. And if you see any bad feelings, you learn to breathe out. Just don't let them stay in your mind or in the breath. And what you don't keep in your mind doesn't become your feelings. And so learn to not only day to day you are much better, that even some difficult feelings of the past things happen. Just look at it, breathe some different about it, and you will start finding you're softening your attitude about the person, about the incident, and about your past. And you are now a transformed person. Not only that, sometimes you might have a feeling and you just think, usually people think the feeling is caused by him or them or that. But no, it's by your thought. You will know this now. If I think positively, their negativity cannot consume me. This is calmness. Now your inner calmness resists and make yourself negative proof. Breath is so precious. Every round of breath, we are creating some situations. And when we are not mindful of that round of breath, then the next one was just got carried over of that, and then we all of a sudden we're feeling hurt or unloved or lonely or sad because we're thinking negative thoughts. Negative means negating the good. Yeah, negating the good. So you're here, you are positing the good. So positive. You have to assertive. They are good. In every difficulty, there's a good. And you will see them. And it will clarify your mind. You'll lighten your mind. They call enlighten. I mean, how do you get enlightened? You should bring light in you. You should think light thoughts, not heavy, dense thoughts. If they are, let them go. Don't keep them. I don't know how that. You don't know how they got in there. You're going to have a spring cleaning. It's spring, springtime has come. You should have spring cleaning in your mind. You have every day you meditate, you feel cleansed. You don't have the same heavy feeling about something. That was when you were foolish and you were not with yourself. You were not with your senses. So when you become mindful of breath, you become cognizant of your feelings. The feelings about anything is all impermanent. They don't have their life of their own. Why we give them? We make them empty. We make them change. As every round of breath is excellent opportunity. As a result of that, you can sometimes, when you're not meditating, you sometimes see, where does this feeling come from? You feel this thing about that or about that. Where did this come from? Previously, we thought it all came from that they're doing. Now we can see the part our mind, our thoughts played. And when we subtract that out of that, will that feeling persist in us? No. How long are you going to keep that going? Not at all. No. When you're going to do it? Right now. You have to have confidence, intelligence to do that. So you've got to recruit yourself. You've got to do the daily meditation. And then